One of the most powerful forces in the world is love. Love can tear anything to shreds. Proximity effect of a collapsing world. Proximity effect of a collapsing world.
Trying to distinguish flesh from air. There is no true difference, just separation anxiety.
There are no objective truths. Life is infinite in one form or another. Anger is an active sadness, while sadness is dormant anger. Attraction is an electric pull. There is a tiny magnet in you pulling on the tiny magnet in me. My body is a minefield waiting to be touched. You are in the process of learning the most difficult lesson of your life, and it hurts so fucking much. Someone truly believes in you and you will succeed. There are no objective truths. Of course, it's the unstoppable decay of being.
Hello. Hi. I'm back. Bum 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 bum. Hi. Hello. It is me. I have returned. Bepis, Squug, Hizdiski. Aren't you streaming right now? Actually, you probably posted that comment a while ago. You probably posted that a while ago. Hi, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. You have the honor of posting the first zap. You have the honor of posting the first zap on the way back. Hi, babe. Hi, babe. Dessert Wizard. Welcome back. And I think I said hi to everybody. Sorry I'm, streaming at 8 o'clock as usual. It's probably really late for most of you, but such is life. Hi, Lego. I have been missed. I missed you guys too. I missed you guys and most of my friends online because I was gone. Yes. Spirit, you're well aware. You were even... I thought you were even talking to me. Sorry, my brain's a bit fuzzy today, and I don't know if you can tell that my voice is a little off. My throat hurts. Gone to get souped? Yeah, you can thank I made an exception. I made an exception to my rule again about the license plates. Conchi actually found that license plate in Las Vegas while we were there. I got one myself. I forgot I didn't upload it yet, but I thought it'd be special if I put the one Conchi found for me on today. Souped. Yeah, I think the car, if I look back at the picture, like it's like a really nice car. So you might be familiar with the term souped up. If a car is souped up, it means it's all fancy and shit, right? You're about to head to bed? Well, you're welcome to just leave me on while you're relaxing. I promise I won't do anything too loud today. Because, like I said, I probably caught a little bit of sickness from the convention, so my throat kind of hurts today. I drink a lot of tea. I took some Dayquil. I've been eating some really hot soup that I put some extra hot sauce in that I was hoping would help clear my sinuses. I'm doing my best. I probably could have skipped today and you would have all forgiven me. But I felt like I could just do my best. I'm sure my voice will be fine as long as I don't yell or anything. No one uses that anymore? No? Okay, you don't have to. Feels like a guy with a furry that goes to a local con every year and the license plate is hentai? How did he explain that to the DMV? Cause like... Or is it like a custom plate for like a car that's on display? Like is it just while it's being displayed at like a show? Cause you can... If your car's just like sitting in a parking lot where they're having a competition, like you can take off your license plates and put something funny. I don't know. I doubt he'd be allowed to drive with that because usually you have to explain why your license plate is something. And they probably would just be like, yeah, that's vulgar. Hi, Mono. Hello. Hello, Mono. Hello. Welcome back. I missed you. I missed all you guys. I think it's one for the con or something. The venue lets them display it at the entrance. But it's called the legal numbers on it too. I mean, it could be like done up really accurate. Who knows? I'm not gonna look it up right now, but if I ever see that license plate, you know I'm gonna take a picture. I'm comfy. I'm glad you're comfy. I'm sorry, my voice, funnily enough, probably sounds extra comfy today because I am tired and recovering from convention sickness. Name every single follower without checking the list? I don't think anyone's capable of doing that reasonably, Beppis. You know what I meant. Come on now. Recovering from kissing boys? I wish, Lego, I wish. I was not fortunate enough to do that. Does one need health potion? I already took Dayquil. I already took some Dayquil, and then before I go to sleep today, I'll probably take some NyQuil. Apparently the Virginia DMV realized it too late and they made him return the plates. That's actually hilarious that like somebody didn't look up what it was. Like all you have to do is Google it. What the esoteric elixir? Why is it esoteric, Mono? Do you guys not have it over there? Do you guys call it something else? Sorry. I'm eating some pork pozole for anyone that's interested. It's a very delicious soup. Spelled like this. Pozole. Pozole. It's probably called something stupid. I mean, I'm sure you have like your own brands over there. Like we have some other brands, but like NyQuil brand is like one of the most common. Ancient alchemy? You know, I could use some of Cap's potions right now, as long as they don't like make my body turn into something weird. I'm down to like I don't have I have way too many pictures to go through, and I only got home yesterday. So I haven't had time to like prepare a big I haven't prepared like some kind of weird PowerPoint for you guys. I can answer anything you guys want about the con, but I kind of just want to have a chill day today because my throat is recovering from convention sickness. They turn you into a ghoul for real? Dude, I feel ghoulish right now. Like, don't even tempt me. As you could see, this is here. I hope people understand. Was the con fun? The only thing that isn't fun about the con was sometimes it was a bit too hot, because it was like I kind of started getting used to the weather being a bit cold, and like as soon as we got there it was like 90. But other than the temperature and the sunshine being too much, like yeah, the con was great. Even with all 3 days, I didn't have enough time to do everything. Yeah, thankfully it was Vegas in October. And hi, Divine. Hello, Divine. Welcome back. Thanks again. Thanks for the resub. I saw that go through on the Twitch manager a while ago. Thank you. Okay, so wait, the music's coming from Spotify. One of the many reasons to dislike Vegas. I feel like Vegas is kind of like LA in the way that I lived there. I lived in LA for like 10 years, and it took me like 3 years to kind of get used to it, but after that I was okay. You realize that at least the heat is dry. So it's kind of hard to get heat stroke unless you're just like really messing with shit, cuz like the sweat just evaporates off your body like really fast. So I have something very silly for you guys today. It's gonna be very cheesy. It's gonna be so cheesy. I'm almost kind of embarrassed at how cheesy this is gonna be. But I'm gonna do my best to voice act these characters. Also, before I forget, you guys get a little sneak peek. Wait, why is there a set of spinning balls all the way over there? That's not supposed to be over there. What the hell? What the hell are these doing over here? Oh. Man, do I have to fix something? There's 3. Are there only 2 behind my head? There are only 2 behind my head. Oh well. What big balls you have? Shut up. Alright, I'll just save this as is, because I don't want to have to keep deleting that. Bah. Oh god, I broke it again. Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm so tired. I am not ready for stream. It's been too long. It's been too long, guys. I need to refresh my brain. I feel so silly. Did someone say balls? Yeah. Yep, Spirit said balls. Would much rather have humid heat? Too easy to dehydrate? I mean, that's the trade-off, Wizard. Is like, when it's humid, you don't have to drink as much water, but the problem with humid heat is the sweat. When it's too hot, but it's humid, the sweat doesn't leave your body. The sweat doesn't leave your body. So if you're not careful, you can get a rash or heat stroke very easily. I'll take dry, honestly, any day over humid, because not only does it help avoid heat stroke, like, my hair doesn't get all super duper poofy. When it's too humid, my hair fucking explodes in volume. I got that wavy long white boy hair. Find Jesus? Squug, I already told you I don't believe in souls. So you're kind of screwed on that one. You're just more used to it? Yeah, I mean, if you're used to it, it's all about being prepared, right? Like, when I lived back in Ottawa, where I grew up, it was very humid. There was a river nearby. There's like a marsh just south of where I grew up. You get used to it, so you're like prepared. But like when it's dry, you just don't have to worry about it. The sweat just evaporates right off your body. The thing you're probably worried about, Wizard, is like, it's harder to breathe dry air. It takes a while to get used to breathing dry air. That's probably why it's very unpleasant. It's like you're breathing it in and it feels like oppressive. A ghoul with no soul. You're right. That's me. I try not to talk about it too much because it bugs people. You can't find him either? Well, he's in a book. He's in a book called, I don't know. I don't have a good joke for this right now. You have ginger water? Do you mean like ginger ale? Or did you like put ginger stuff in the water? That is one of your problems with dry heat? Fair. I'm good at understanding. Alright, so what I have prepared for you today is a very cheesy visual novel. About a guy who works at a diner, and some very, very poorly written weirdos are gonna drop by. Axiomatically. You're helping me learn new words today, Mono. Can you like explain that one to the class? It's ginger I boiled yesterday and I added some of the juice from it to the water. Oh, that's pretty cool, Divine. I never thought about that before. Another regular late night in San Francisco. Actually, let me turn the game up a bit, because like the diner noises should be louder. The diner noises should be louder. Can you guys hear like scuttling of cutlery and some like random diner noises? You hope the sex doesn't happen here? I checked on Twitch, and, like, this is a category, so I highly doubt there's, like, anything, visually appealing. Menherachir Inado? Let's go. Unquestionably, under no pretense, taken to be true. Oh, so you just don't like heat at all. Sucks. Or wait, Mono used it? I'm not sure. Mono likes to learn words, and that's good. But there usually aren't many customers around this time of night. Just the occasional junkie or drunk guy getting a burger, trying to sober up after a long night at the bar. Hamter Senpai. Merci pour avoir activé les notifications de mon canal. Thank you for the follow. I hope you're cozy. I'm sorry that my voice is very tired and scratchy today, but we're gonna do our best to get through this silly visual novel where we sit working, staring at the whirring milkshake blender, bored out of our minds. The normal middle of the night routine at the diner. All right. This is the main character as far as I know. You've never seen a diner that serves cocaine? I don't think that was on the menu. I glance up when the doors to the kitchen behind me suddenly swing open. It's Troy, my boss. You'd think this would be Troy, but I guess we just don't get to see what Troy looks like. I think. He gives me a happy wave and grins. I can tell he's gonna call out my name in his usual friendly tone. Alright. Do you guys want me to have my name, or do you guys want something silly? Within reason. Within reason. Bingus? Louise? Or Lewis? Dingus? Why does somebody have the emote Dingus? It's so bad. Spinky Winky? I'm torn between Lewis and Spinky. Bingus calls to me? Not really. I'm feeling too sick to think about Bingus, Desert. Like, I didn't even do anything when I got home from the con because I was too sick to think about Bingus. That's not how you spell Louise. WD-40? You guys are crazy. How about Gluis? It's like glue, but also Lewis. Why do you guys keep spelling Lewis wrong? Or are you trying to spell Louise? Because you know, Louise is spelled like this. This is not a name. Louise? The fuck? Ghoulies? Spinky Winky Louise? You guys know I'm gonna have to say this name a lot, right? Alright, how about duct tape? How about Doug? Excludey? What's Excludey from? Is that like from oh, I can probably turn this off by now. Is that from like an RPG or something? I've never seen Excludey before. It's from Drawn Together? Ugh. Ugh, that show has not aged well. I can tell you that much. Conchi's calling me a hoe in his Discord? Oh my god. He's telling half-truths. It was very odd. I don't know why I was complaining about it. But like, people would even tell me at the con. They would like, they'd be like, cause you know how, I don't know if those of you that like also watch my other friends who stream, it's like, I'm the one that people aren't really mean to very much. I guess they just don't want to make me feel upset. You'll be mean to me? You can try. It's pretty hard to make me mad. Like, people kept saying that. They'd be like, I wanted to say something mean, but I just can't bring myself to do it to you, Orleans. It's about to change. Want me to be meaner? Ah! Hi, Alice. Hello. Welcome back. I still haven't fixed that, have I? Oh well. You keep thinking that, Toots? I can't even get mad at you calling me Toots because that's kind of funny. Thank you, Divine. You're too sweet for me to be mean. Okay, how about we call the main character... Silas. That's a pretty cool name. Snoof? Sneed? Worcestershire? Worcestershire? I'm not gonna say Worcestershire over and over again. What a Tumblr sexy man name. Squug, do you know how old that joke is? Orleans backwards? Sneal row? That sounds funny. What do you guys think about Sneal row? How about A1 sauce? Wizard is just hungry. Wizard, are you hungry? Is Big Lean a Tumblr sexy man? I haven't really posted any pictures of myself on Tumblr. Not at all. Hi, Wings. Hello. Hello, hello. Bah! No, I mean... Sushi? Ow. Thank you. Oh, dude, how about Zapster? What about E7018? Deal? That's perfect! Deal! Going once, going twice. I'm not actually auctioning this off. Let's go. Deal weed? Oh, Squug, you're so mean. Hey, Dill. Glad you decided to come in early. Yeah, boss. No problem. I probably shouldn't tell him I just needed the extra money. What, does he think I come here for fun? It's kind of slow right now today, huh, Dill? Well, just try to keep the place cleaned up until someone comes in, okay? I'll be in the back if you need me. You got it, boss. With that, Troy disappeared back into the kitchen, leaving Dill all alone again. I really get why they call it a graveyard shift. Can't believe nobody said Pong Champ? Well, yeah, nobody was playing Pong and winning. It feels like I'm watching over a cemetery sometimes here at the diner. One that smells like greasy burgers. Clown? Why are you posting a clown emote? What did I do? At that moment, when I started cleaning the counter, I realized that there was a customer in one of the booths. When did he get here? definitely didn't see him walk in. There's a guy in a dark hoodie with a slightly hunched posture. Probably around my age. Maybe a year or two older. Even though he's sitting down, I can tell that he's pretty tall. And he looks intimidatingly muscular, despite the baggy jacket. Well, shady or not, a customer's a customer. Look out, it's a gamer? I don't know. When you see this guy, I don't think he's gonna come off as a gamer. He doesn't even know how to do some basic stuff. I grab a menu, slam it under my arm, and stroll out to meet him. He glanced up when I got close, gazing at me sharply with two bright blue eyes. But didn't say anything. Just staring at me. What the hell, is this guy coming off a bad trip or something? Is he just another rude college kid? Putting on my most welcoming smile, I slide the menu onto the table in front of him. Hello, sir. Can I get you anything tonight? A Coke? Burger? Milkshake? Is this what yaoi men are supposed to look like? The stereotype is a little bit more like silly, and the hands will be like way too big. I'd say this guy looks like he has pretty normal proportions, just like, you know, drawn in a certain style. The man blinks at me, looking taken aback by my words. Did I say something strange? I didn't think I was being too friendly, but maybe I should have acted more casual. He tucks me in with his big hands. Not yet, wizard, not yet. Just coffee. Murmuring the response under his breath, he finally averts his staring gaze from my face. With hands that big, they are the sheets. You guys can barely see his hands. His voice, low and husky, not unpleasant, but makes him sound a bit older than he looks. Why does he seem so tense? I wonder if there's a reason why he's acting all gloomy, or if this is just how he normally is. Coffee it is then. I'll be back. I head back to the kitchen, wondering if this guy will ever leave a tip. But before I can so much as take a step, shy gamer having to talk to a waiter for the first time in weeks. Spirit, are you making fun of somebody that we know? The stranger grabbed my shirt and tugged me back. Flustered, I glance over my shoulder at the strange man, who narrowed his eyes at me. Has anyone else come in here tonight? A man in a leather jacket, with a tattoo on his cheek? Murmuring this under his breath, staring at me so intensely that I swallowed a nervous lump in my throat. Gosh, I wish my boss would walk out of the kitchen right now. No one like that's come through tonight. Why? Sinking back against the seat cushions after my reply, he tightly balled one hand into a fist out of frustration. After a moment, he pulled a cigarette from his pocket and clenched it between his teeth. You love that we named him Dill? You can thank, Mono, I think? Odd-looking Dracula? Oh, did you notice that? Did you notice that little shape in his mouth? The flame of his cigarette lighter briefly flickered in bright blue eyes, a guilty look flashing over his face. Sorry, I'll get out of here. It's obvious with the game's name. Squug, I'm a streamer. I have to pretend like I don't know things. I don't want to spoil the surprise. After he said this, he pulled himself out of the booth. But I shoved my arm out to stop him. At least wait until you finished your coffee. It's pretty rude to come into a diner and leave without ordering anything, after all. He's a weird customer, but I'm kind of curious about why he's so messy. There you go, Squad. Sorry, I'll try to be stupid. No, you don't have to be stupid. It's just, like, I guess the tone of your comment made it seem like you were calling me stupid, like as if I didn't know. And it's like, I'm just doing my best to make it seem like a story. And since I work the graveyard shift, this is probably one of the most interesting things that has happened in a while. The man hesitated at my sudden action, studying me suspiciously. Maybe he thinks I teamed up with the leather jacket tattoo guy he's all worked up about. They must really have some history. Shaking my head a little, I let out a Don't worry, I have no clue who your Mr. Tattoo Face is. Are you on Team Leather Jacket Tattoo Guy? Well, let's find out if he's cool. If we ever get to meet him. But, mister, my boss would get awfully mad at me if I didn't ask a customer to stay, so why don't you stick around? He paused for a bit longer, his blue eyes burning into me searchingly, as if he was trying to read my true intention. But finally, he decided to lower himself back into the booth, reluctantly nodding. I'll get that coffee then. Don't run away while I'm gone. Right. With that, I hurried back to the kitchen, setting up a pot of fresh coffee. My boss is on his phone in the back, chatting away with one of his new girlfriends, so I can't ask him if he knows anything about the guy outside. Is that my bottom voice? No, my voice is very tired. It's very similar to the voice I gave Dill when I was reading Catboy Paradise. But it probably sounds very tired because my voice is in pain right now. Let me have some of my soup. Yummy, yummy soup. Soup, yes. I'm Alice. I'm having some pozole today. Soup is food for gods. Not only do I normally like soup, but like when I'm not feeling well like I am today with a sore throat from the convention, and I was kind of lightheaded all day. I mean, I just really need to make sure I'm hydrating. Like I literally just have a cup of hot water and soup. Anywho, our boss is too busy to help us with this guy. Good old medical soup. Yeah, on top of that, I threw in a bunch of hot sauce into the soup. Cause like spicy things also help clear out your sinuses. Like if you get something really spicy, it can help clear out your sinuses. This guy again? Hi, Conchi. Hello. Bah! How's it going? You're up late. Did you notice anything new? Besides this strange customer that's strange, even for this hour? But he doesn't seem like a bad person. You want like onion, ginger, mustard kind of spicy if you want to clear out your sinuses? Well, it's too late now, Spirit. I did my best. I really wish I had some horseradish. If I had some horseradish, that I could have my sinuses cleared out in like a minute. Take a shot every time the game uses the word strange. Squug, I'm recovering from TwitchCon sickness. I'm not drinking alcohol today. Conchi, you got it too? Ah, no, I'm so sorry. It looks like it went around the whole hotel room. I think Maeve got it first, and then Finn, and then after Finn, it was like Lynn and I. Yeah, I was lightheaded all day today. Just keep ginger beer around for stuff like this. Ginger beer is alright, but it's kind of expensive to keep around. Everyone gets the con crust? Well, I guess as sad as I am that certain things didn't happen, I'm kind of glad they didn't, because I would have felt really terrible getting somebody sick. That would have really sucked if I like got them sick because of my selfish desires. You just pour hot water up your nostrils, like with one of those what are they called again? Neti pots? I didn't want an orgy. I never asked for that. You're ridiculous. Moving on. Don't you got yours. You got yours. Don't make fun of me. You got yours. Your last vacation with friends, one of them got sick and still came and then got all of us sick. That's yeah, did he clean your dishes? Conch smug? Yeah, see, I'm happy for you. I don't need orgies. I just need attention. Sorry. We should get back to this silly story. This is a very yes, you noticed. I made an exception. I made an exception just for you, Conchi. Yeah, if somebody's sick, don't let them do your dishes, because they'll actually just make all of your dishes like sickly. Unless they like wash the dishes in bleach. You're just gonna get the whole house sick with the dishes. Anywho, for anyone just getting in, I know there's a black screen, but it's because it's like transitioning. Some stranger walked into the diner, and he's very broody and weird and awkward. And our main character, who Mono thankfully suggested we name Dill, is curious about him. You've got to be really sick to get it on a clean dish. It's happened. It's happened to me. I remember in college, one of my roommates, and yes, hi Fig, hello. One of my roommates was sick, and he tried to do the dishes, and he made the whole house sick. Probably because he didn't clean it well enough. Wow. The Gamba losses? Thanks, Conchis. Thanks so much. Don't worry about the Gamba losses. I was well within my budget. I even like didn't even I think there was about $40 I didn't even use. I'm in the poorhouse now. I'm fine. My throat just hurts. That's all. But thank you, Conchi. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the emotes Ba and Skydog and Peachy made. I went to a casino. Of course, I'm in Vegas. I had to go at least once. Now, when you get sick, do you take a break or pack yourself with drugs and keep moving? It depends how sick I am, Wizard. Like, I've called in sick for work when I was like actually sick, if I really felt really terrible. But yeah, I mean, most days, you know, like if it's just like a sore throat and the sniffles, I'll work through that. But if I'm like literally like too tired to get out of bed, I'm not gonna force it. Which did I go? We went to the Excalibur. Sorry. I'm not afraid to answer con questions. I would have had a big like photo presentation ready, but I only got home yesterday. So I'll probably try to organize more like photos and stuff for Friday. And then you guys can look at all the silly photos I took, and we can talk about stuff later. Who did I see at TwitchCon? I saw Conchi, saw Noella, I saw May, I saw Maeve, I saw Finn, and 2 friends of Maeve stayed with us. They're like big Apex players. I think one of them even came in second place at Twitch Rivals. His name's Hambino. And a whole bunch of other people. But I want to talk about it more on Friday. Because my voice is very tired and I'm trying to read a visual novel. I'll promise I'll talk about it more on Friday. Alright, so the coffee's finished and we came back out to the table, not expecting this guy to be back. But I guess he is. He's still here. He was just staring off into space before, but when we got close, his head jerked towards us. Thanks. Awkwardly mumbling, pulling his cigarette from his lips and snuffing it out on the ashtray. No problem. I set the coffee along with cream and sugar down on the table in front of him. Now you want coffee, but it's too late? Yeah, isn't it like freaking almost midnight there? You could have some decaf. That's what decaf is for. If you want that midnight coffee, it's decaf time. It's never too late for coffee. Alice, some people can't, like, it's not okay to drink coffee at midnight. It's gonna fuck with your brain. Decaf doesn't taste the same? Well then, just drink the next best thing. Red wine. Just totally change the vibe up. Red wine it up, homie. So, we put the coffee and stuff in front of him. Let me pop a bottle. Let's go! I pop boxes of wine. I only buy bottles when it's a special occasion. This guy just stares off into the sunset at our coffee that we give him. Do you want me to mix it for you? The cream and sugar, that is? My offer makes his eyes widen, but after a brief pause, he stiffly nods. Has this guy never drank coffee before? I don't really mind, even though it's been a long time since a customer asked me to do that. Grabbing the stuff, I put it in the cup and stir it until the dark liquid turns into a pretty caramel shade. After mixing in a couple spoons of sugar, I expectantly push the coffee towards him. It's not French press, but it's not poison either. Go on. He took the cup and lifted it to his lips, unsure of himself. But after a long sip, he blinked, and a surprised light washed over his face. It's sweet. Oh, did I put too much sugar in? I can get you another cup, if you'd... No, it's fine. I like it. I was shocked. His lips actually curled into a smile. It made him seem a lot less intimidating, and the look in his clear eyes softened a little. This guy's really weird, but kind of charming in a way. A guy this size who doesn't even know how to drink coffee? What the hell? You get bulk packs of bottles that last years? Wait, bottles of... Oh, wine. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot about the wine. I would normally be probably drinking some wine, but I'm sick today. But I don't really have space for wine bottles. It's just, that's apartment living. I don't have space for like a whole bunch of bottles to just lie around. I drink what I have and then I get rid of it. Just then, after the customer started drinking his coffee, the diner doors suddenly swung open. A blonde girl strode up to the counter, plopping down on one of the bar stools with a loud sigh. Oh, business is booming as usual. I've got to go see what she wants, but if you need any more coffee or just someone to spill your worries to, let me know, alright? It gets pretty lonely in here sometimes. Yeah. Lowering his eyes to stare at the depths of his coffee cup, he didn't offer another word. I almost feel bad for leaving, but there's another customer to take care of. Hurrying around the corner, I approached the new customer. Looking closer, I realize that it's actually a guy. Hi, Riku. Hello. Welcome back. It's good to see you. Hi. Did I have any nice wine in Vegas? I mostly drink high noons and gin and tonics in Vegas, to be honest. Femboy spotted? It seems so. How much did I lose gambling? $200. This guy is so slender and short that he looked like a girl from behind. But his face is a little too sharp to be a woman's. No fancy dinner and a bottle of red? Okay, well, I'll spoil a bit of the story that I want to share. Because I won't show you any pictures right now. How much did I gain? Like, what do you mean? Money? I just said I lost 200. I didn't gain anything. I think I was up a little bit, like occasionally, but overall, it's gambling in Vegas. Most people don't win. What did I gain? Fun time with my friends. And then the roulette hit. Yeah, the roulette was pretty bad. I think the roulette was probably a good like $50 was lost on the roulette wheel. Surprisingly easy to lose at roulette. He's got a can of red on the screen though. Oh, you mean the cocaine? That's an image redeem. That's Riku's image redeem. Sorry, my neck. Especially American roulette? Why? Is foreign roulette different? Sorry, you guys, I just realized that the chat is covering part of like the story or whatever. Ow. Thank you, Riku. I need to wake up. I'm very tired and sick. Thank you for zapping me. The odds are worse than European? Do they have like less numbers or something? As soon as Big Leans got to Vegas, a counter-labeled voice kist appeared in his user interface. I assure you that it unfortunately stayed at 0 wings. It stayed at 0. European has 2 zeros and American has 1. Well, no, there's 0 and there's 00, and they're both green. So if you bet on red or black and it hits 0 or 00, you still lose. Where's Big Lean? I can only see Small Lean. What do you mean? I'm not small. I'm like, what do you want? You want this? You want me to be closer? I can do that. Anywho. A femboy walked into the diner. Do you usually stare like that at everyone who comes in here? I thought waiters were supposed to be welcoming, not creepy. The first words that come out of his mouth are pretty coarse, even though he has a high sing-song voice that I can't really do right now because my throat hurts. Oh, sorry. Just a little tired, that's all. What can I get you? He pursed his lips together scornfully, letting out an annoyed But rather than responding, he turned his head to scan the diner, and his gaze fell on the hoodie-wearing guy that was drinking coffee in the booth. The blonde stared intently at him, but didn't seem to notice the scrutiny that he was getting. Is this guy just gonna sit here and ignore that I asked him what he wanted? I tried not to make the awkward situation worse. Clearing my throat, I placed a menu in front of the blonde to get his attention, and quickly he glanced back to me. Sir, would you like to order something? A glass of water, maybe? He looked sheepish, but he grabbed the menu anyway and started sourly flipping through it. I just want a soda, any kind. I need to get a bad taste out of my mouth. I grabbed a nearby cup that was clean and headed over to the soda fountain, filling it up with some Mountain Dew. That probably would suit his tastes, right? You got it backward? America has 2 zeros? Yeah, exactly. Get closer so we can make the counter go up? Riku, you can't. If you kiss your monitor, you're just gonna make it dirty. Also, don't tell me if you do that. It would be awkward. It's too bad this guy at the counter doesn't have a nicer personality to match his cute face. I bet he never wears anything other than that annoying pout. I slide the cup over in a straw in front of the blonde. He tosses a couple dollar bills on the counter. Hey, is it always so dead in here? I don't usually come to places like this, but how do you guys stay open if there's no business? Shouldn't you be bankrupt? Ina's at the diner? I don't think this looks like Ina. What do you mean? His bratty question is one I've heard a lot before, so it didn't really catch me off guard. We're open during the day too. Most people tend to come here when it's not, 2 a.m. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. Isn't it boring when nobody comes in, though? His innocent-sounding question and genuine curiosity melted away my irritation about him a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty damn boring. Most of our clientele at this hour are just a few folks who are high or drunk or both. Going to a dinner to order soda while pouting? Close enough for me? Ina, are you hearing this? Are you hearing this? I don't know if you are. That kind of clientele doesn't make for great conversation partners. Let me tell you. Huh. The blonde snickered, pulling his straw out of the wrapper and shoving it into the glass. He sipped a bit of the soda, idly swirling the straw around with one finger, propping his chin on his hand. What's my wine choice? Most of the time, like when I'm just at home chilling. Oh, there's gonna be an ad soon, by the way. I like just a dark red, like a Cabernet or a Pinot Noir. But my favorite kind of wine is I don't remember the brand. I used to remember, but the brand isn't really that important. I used to drink a lot of Sauvignon Blanc. I liked smoky, refreshing Sauvignon Blancs. They don't have to be smoky, but I prefer them smoky a little bit. Do I think I could have survived the Dust Bowl? Probably not. Probably not. Like, even people that were very healthy, like, died all the time. I remember me drinking brandy. Brandy's pretty good, especially if you want something, like, high in content that's also kind of sweet. My tastes really vary, because I'll drink almost anything. I kind of go through phases throughout the year, like last month, I drank a lot of brandy. I feel like the month before that, I drank tequila. I kind of just switch it up. A smoky brandy. I've never had a smoky brandy. But, after having a little bit of his soda, the boy at the counter, we noticed that he had lively, sparkling green eyes, and they watched me with interest. Cognac is your favorite? I feel like cognac is a tough one, Spirit, because, like, the brands vary greatly in their quality. Like, there's some cognac that's really good, and it's really easy to mess up a cognac. There's so many bad ones. Like, I don't even get why most people drink, like, the really crappy stuff. It's so bad. Tea is supreme. I like drinking tea, but I don't think it has much to do with alcohol. Not that we have to talk about that. But I guess the boy at the counter is curious if we've seen any weird types of customers lately. Tea and brandy? Wait, what kind of tea do you mix with brandy? That sounds weird. Speaking of weird types? You'll have to be more specific than that, sir. Rolling his eyes, he paused for a moment, as if thinking about his words more carefully. Like, people who don't really fit in? Don't order food or anything like that, and just kind of lurk around, act shady, that type? After the blonde's description, I find my gaze shifting to the hoodied wearing man in the corner. Any black tea. Black tea and brandy. I'll have to try that next, because I think I ran out of brandy. Nope, actually I did. I still have about a third of a bottle of brandy, but it's not for today. Not for today. Maybe Friday if my throat's feeling better. Blood orange black tea? You mean like an orange pico? I'm not gonna lie. I've never liked orange in my black tea. It's bad. I can do lemon. Lemon in black tea is fine, but not orange. Orange is just too, yeah. So, the brooding doesn't order food and just kind of lurks around guy looked our way as we looked over at him. Well, he definitely matched the type that this kid at the counter was talking about. But there's no reason for me to say anything. Besides, it's not as if we usually get customers like him. In fact, it's the first time I've ever seen someone who didn't know how to drink coffee. No. I can't say I've seen anyone like that come in here. Maybe they hang out in the seedier parts of town. If you can get any seedier than this area, that is. Did he overhear that? It might be my imagination, but after my response, I feel like the man in the booth relaxed a little. Really? I guess so. The blonde looked displeased, and he chewed on the top of his straw absent-mindedly. Why do you ask? Are you looking for members of a gang or something? Who just talks like that to a customer? Hey, are you looking for gang activity? I can help you with that. You could say that, bartender. Hesitating. Don't tell me you're trying to join up with the band of thugs. Kids like you shouldn't fall in with the wrong crowd. This is how you talk to Snugs? Well, I did warn everybody at the beginning that the writing for this story is very, very cheesy. So don't blame me. I already know it's cheesy. He's alarmed. You'd be scared of a gang of femboy thugs? I feel like you would try to join them. Am I wrong? You're not a femboy? Not yet. My playful remark makes the blonde abruptly straighten his posture, his face screwing up like an angry chipmunk. Now I'm even more afraid. It's not a threat. Who are you calling kid? I'm 22. Do I have to show you my ID or something? Oh geez, I must have really hit a nerve. In my defense, he doesn't really look 22. Some do not have agility to become a femboy? You don't really... Do you mean ability? Because, like, agility doesn't really have anything to do with that. Ability? I feel like if you try hard enough, pretty much anyone can. There isn't, like there's a lot of stereotypes, right? But, like, you don't have to, like, look like the stereotype to be the thing. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like people put too much stock in the stereotypes. You could femmog a lot of people if you wanted to, but you don't. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you got it. Like I'll have you know, some of some of the people out there online that are like, you know what, I'm just gonna shut my mouth. I'm not gonna say anything. Apparently, the main character thought that this boy at the counter was about 18 by the way he was acting. Sorry. It's just because you're so full of energy, that's all. If only we had wine to lapse Lean's judgment. Yeah, good luck with that today. I am full of judgment, and it is good. Right. I get mistaken for a high schooler sometimes, so I feel your pain, green-eyed boy at the counter. Like a porcupine retracting its quills, the blonde stopped bristling, but still wrinkled his nose at me. Just a bear in stocking skirt and a hoodie doesn't seem feminine or cute, more scary. Well, you're getting like stuck on stereotypes again. Like it doesn't, like, even if, like, say you're trying to like achieve some kind of look, it's not gonna happen instantly. Like, it can take time. But like, I feel like being the thing is more about your attitude than your looks. I think it's more about your attitude. You know? Ow. My neck. Water. Anyway, Mr. Waiter, I'm not trying to join a gang. I'm just looking for certain people, that's all. I figured they might hang around a place like this, since it's pretty seedy looking. No offense. Like Professor Lando said, femboy is a mindset, not a look. Exactly. He smirked at me, tapping a fingernail against the side of his glass. It's kind of hard to argue with him, sadly. This isn't the worst part of town, but it's definitely not the best. And the diner could really use a coat of paint. Hey Mr. Waiter, why don't you do me a favor? Keep an eye out for anyone like what I described, and if you find someone, give me a call. Pulling a pen out of his pocket, grabbed a napkin and scribbled something down. Shoving it towards me, I recognized the writing as a name and a phone number. Luca? Huh. You really want me to call you if I see any random shady customers? You got it. It doesn't seem like you have anything better to do with your time, so why don't you help me out? A diner seedy? Diners are where like theater kids go at night, not sus people? I guess. I know the choir kids. The choir kids at my friend's high school went to diners. I never hung out with theater kids. We didn't have theater stuff where I grew up. My school specialized in computer science, not theater or art. Is Luca a vampire hunter like Buffy? I don't know. We're just gonna have to find out. It's like where the innocent but late running school kids go, I guess. But like, I don't know. This isn't a diner. Maybe it's like this isn't a diner in the suburbs. You know, this is a diner like in the city. In the city, you must fight to survive. He sold tortillas on the corner, and the mob wanted in. Do you guys remember that one? Little tortilla boy. Sorry. I'll stop. But let's see if we can get something for this service that we're providing. Because I feel like we're going a lot out of our way to help someone for something that's kind of weird. You're going to offer something to sweeten the deal, right? There's no reason for me to bother helping you otherwise. Offer something? Like what? Money? Pursing his lips together doubtfully, but I shake my head, unable to contain my smirk. I don't know. Maybe you could let me stare at you for a while without getting mad? How does that sound? That's kind of awkward. Was that the fucking stand-up guy from like 15 years ago? Yeah, I think he originally did it as a stand-up, but like I first experienced it as like a video someone made on YouTube. Where is it? Oh my god, the YouTube like ad block thing is actually annoying. I'm gonna have to like fix it. Where is it? Where's the video? I think it's this one. You know what? One second. Why isn't this working? Bum bum ba-dum ba-dum. Bum bum ba-dum. Bum bum ba-dum. Yeah, here it is. I'm just gonna post it in the chat because I don't really want to watch it right now. Oh, surprise! Yes, Kanchi. After we gave this boy a very strange request for wanting to help us. Help him? No, we're helping him. We gave him kind of an odd request. And then it doesn't the rest. Well, I just decided to just turn off my ad blocker for YouTube and just suffer. You're making me feel so old. Spirit. I'm old. Get over it. Luca's cheeks turned a bright pink, letting me know that my teasing was successful. What kind of creepy thing are you trying to? You know what? I'm taking back my number. He tried to snatch the napkin away from me, but I hauled it out of his reach, snickering to myself. It's actually pretty fun seeing him get all flustered, especially after he tried to act so confident and cool earlier. Listen, I'll help you out, alright? Lighten up a little. If you don't want to, just say so. No need to be such a jerk about it. Really, I don't mind. You were the one who said I didn't have anything better to do with my time, remember, Luca? Giving Luca a reassuring... Wait, did I do that right? No, I can't. I feel like I'm not good at this. No. I suck at winking. There we go. That was better. That was better. So, we winked at him. Wink game week. Shut up. He takes the last sip of his drink before hopping off the bar stool. 0 Riz. I don't want it. I don't even want it. It either happens naturally or it doesn't. I'm not chasing after you. I'm not chasing after chat. Wandering Vegas alone? Look, the whole group didn't even have tickets for Friday or Sunday. They only had tickets for Saturday. So I was alone on the other days. Listen, waiter. I'd better not get any weird calls from you. I'll block you the second you start saying gross crap about me. Sorry about that. So somebody in my house had a question. Lonely? Yeah, I was with friends and hanging out with all sorts of people, so I wasn't really that lonely. Don't worry, Alice. Don't worry. Like I was surrounded by people all the time. Lucas shouts over his shoulder on his way to the door. Wait, why wouldn't it just say that before he shouts? Waving a dish towel at him casually, I watched him disappear into the thick of the night. Such a silly kid. Who knows what kind of trouble he's getting into on his way. I hope he gets home safely, though. He looks like a perfect target for muggers, or some more unsavory types who hang around this part of town. Maybe I should have offered him a taxi. Oh well. Left alone with my thoughts, I suddenly remember I still have another customer. Hyphen, exclamation point. But when I glanced over to where he was sitting, no one was there. He must have snuck out when I was talking to Luca. Damn it. A little disappointed, I walked back to the booth to clean up and noticed something lying on the table. A $10 bill and a bunch of change. Just for a coffee? That's pretty generous, but now I feel terrible for doubting if he was gonna tip or not. It looks like he just dumped everything in his wallet onto the table. He drank all the coffee though. I'm not sure why, but knowing that he liked it made me at least a little happier. What a weird night. Shaking my head, I pocket the tip and head back to the kitchen. The rest of our shift passed uneventfully. He paid Starbucks price for dinner coffee? Well, the other ways he was acting made it seem like he didn't really understand how stuff works. He's a bit of an outsider. Finally, the night is over at work. I wave goodbye to my boss and step outside, letting out a you know, he's an epic gamer. I feel like even gamers know how to buy coffee. Time to walk home. I'm so tired. Same spot? Tomorrow? Of course you don't trust me? Huh? What's going on here? Bits and pieces of a conversation float down from a nearby alley. Yeah, maybe how to buy coffee in GTA? Do you not just go to a coffee shop and get coffee? I've never played I've never played, wait, are you making a hot coffee joke from San Andreas? And you're telling me that you feel old? No, but I should have? Oh, damn, I got ahead of myself. You kind of know how to buy coffee? Mono, come on, you know how to buy coffee. Oh, I see, I see. Bye. Get fucked, idiot. You make all your coffee at home? Though, well, that's because you have good taste. Some of us just don't care. Yeah. Make sure you bring all the stuff. My curiosity immediately spiked about the conversation in the alley. Are they talking about a drug deal or something? Next to my diner? Pressing myself against the wall, I strained to hear the conversation. Goodbye, good night. See you later, wizard. Thanks for hanging out. I'm sorry it's not more exciting today. I'm just a little tired. It's kind of therapeutic. Tea is definitely therapeutic. Coffee is just kind of like a machine. I don't like make fancy coffee. I just have a drip machine. Like I don't even have space for like all the coffee gizmos that you like need to have. Just the big coffee machine. I have a no, like I just have the drip machine. I don't have a French press. I don't have like an espresso thingy. I don't have a coffee funnel. Cause like usually there's only like 2 of us that drink coffee in the house, but like we know the other person probably wouldn't mind coffee. So like whenever my friend and I make coffee, we always make like a lot. And then whatever we don't drink, we put in the fridge because we're filthy plebs. Orleans is a drip machine? Not right now. You just need a kettle and instant coffee? I do that too sometimes. Or I just warm up the water in the microwave like an idiot. The one thing I don't have is a drip machine. I mean, it's just the convenience, right? It's just easy. You put the thing in the thing and then you press the button. If something that dangerous is going on next to the diner tomorrow, I should probably tell my boss. Hell, maybe I shouldn't even come into work. Huh. Are those footsteps coming our way? Naturally, payment up front though. You wouldn't want your #1 supplier to switch sides, would you? Ha. As one of the 2 men talking let out a scornful laugh, the footsteps got closer and closer to Dill. I stepped back into the shadows, trying to crouch down out of sight. A moment later, a few tall figures emerge from the alley. One of them stands in the shadows and I can't see him, but something about him creeps me out. You have an espresso machine and it's pretty simple? Mocha pots are the only coffee thing. What the heck is a mocha pot? I've never heard of that. You use a French press if you want some like normal coffee quickly? How is that quick? Isn't that still like really slow? What? You're telling me your normal process takes longer than a French press? Am I just stupid? Do I not? 8 minutes? Dude, a fast coffee is like 2 minutes. What? 8 minutes? That's a long time. A French press is when you take big leans and you pin them against the wall, and then I don't know about that. I don't know about that. The other one, the other guy here that isn't standing in the shadows, has a fancy suit and slick hair, looking like a businessman. You'd better keep your end of the deal, Isaac. You turn your back on the Helgen, and you'll be real fucking sorry. Spitting out the words mistrustfully, the shadowy figure stalks off down the street. I'll be sorry, huh? The one left standing behind, whom the shadowy figure called Isaac, muttered those words under his breath with a dark smile. Even though he looked like a man more at home in an office, he didn't seem afraid. A mocha pot is kind of like a teapot that you put on the stove, but with coffee in it, and it kind of makes like an espresso thing. And they can explode if you do it wrong. That sounds terrifying. I have never had coffee explode on me, and I don't ever want to. Dill, however, held his breath and watched this elegant business type guy loom on the sidewalk, wondering what he'll do next. You can come out now, Isaac said. I don't bite. Unless you'd like me to, of course. What? Isaac turned and looked directly at Dill, as if he could see right through the darkness to where he was hiding. However, the beckoning gesture he makes doesn't seem threatening, so Dill reluctantly rose to his feet. It sounds like a percolator. Mocha pots are the gay little Italian coffee thing you've probably seen on people's shelves in shows. I feel like I'm gonna have to. Oh my god, we haven't saved this whole time. I could have exploded the game. I'm gonna have to look this up. Oh yeah, this kind of looks like a percolator. I think my parents used to bring one of these. My parents used to bring one of these when we would go camping, so they could make coffee when we went camping. They'd put it over the fire. What was that? What just happened? Huh? Who? Oh. Nothing. It's just the brewing is pressurized in a mocha pot, but the percolators are drip based. I don't know enough about coffee, clearly. How did this guy see Dill? It was nearly pitch black where he was hiding. That's a good boy. Is there a reason you were cowering in the corner? You weren't trying to eavesdrop, I hope. His eyes, looking like molten gold. Colored contacts, perhaps? Whoa. Hrzdizki, what the hell? Bah. Hi, Hrzdizki. Bah. Hello. How was Darktide? Is my music too loud in this game? How is Darktide, homie? I hope you're doing okay. It's good to see you. Most beloved Hrezdizgi. Hrezdizgi is very well liked. You reached level 30 with your zealot? Oh. So you really are fighting for the emperor, huh? Like to like a religious level of insanity? I bet the voice lines are really funny for that guy. He probably says some pretty crazy stuff. We've just been going through this silly little visual novel very slowly because, as usual, I always get distracted and then we talk about stuff. You're gonna go to bed? Alright, Mono. I'll see you in an hour. I'm kidding. I hope you get to some sleep. Please get some sleep, Mono. Please try your best. So, for Hrezdizgi and the people he brought in, this guy here we named him Dill because the game let us name the character, and he just finished his shift at the diner, where some like weird conversations happened, and then we accidentally overheard a shadowy figure, and this guy apparently named Isaac do some kind of shady deal in the alley. But right now we're talking to him because he saw our shape in the darkness. So he asked us if we were eavesdropping. It's been 90 minutes and Orleans summarized the plot in 2 sentences. Look, I gotta keep it moving. Okay, fine. The weird conversations we had in the diner were with like a buff dude that didn't know how to talk very well and also had never had coffee before, and a femboy that was looking for shady customers to talk to in the future. Your point is how slowly the game's been? Ha ha ha. I shouldn't be too confrontational. A ghoul like this could have a lot of nasty tricks up his sleeve. Offering a casual shrug, though, I throw out the vaguest response I can. It's just good to know what happens around San Fran, right? I don't want to be in the wrong part of town when a bad deal's happening. It's just self-preservation. For whatever reason, my remark makes Isaac break into a smirk, and he tilts his head playfully to one side. Oh dear. Spire rate? Hello! Hi! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hello, hi. Hi, Kanan. Hello, Froggy Cats. Hello. And hi, Anubis. It was nice to see you at TwitchCon. I remember. How are you guys doing with the card game? How's it going? I'm popular? I seem to have somehow impressed a certain someone who thinks I'm kind of cool, I guess. And we do our best to treat each other respectfully. But you won at the card game? I'm proud of you. I know those card games are like they're not the easiest thing to do. And you have to have there's some RNG with the cards, but you still got to play them right. #1 karaoke critic. I'm trying to put those boxing gloves like away. I'm trying to put them on the shelf and never touch them again, but like something just keeps bringing me back. I don't know how. Why am I streaming a VN when my voice hurts? I'm not like yelling or like saying anything like too loudly. So I'm getting through it okay. This was actually supposed to be, and also like, you know, I took some Dayquil and I'm eating some nice warm pozole. I don't know if you guys ever have that where you live. It's spelled like this. No, not like that. Like this. Pozole. I'm having some nice pozole and a bunch of warm water. And you can ask anybody that's here. I've been kind of going through the game very slowly. But I'm sure you can tell that my throat hurts a little bit, but I'm doing okay. I'm sure by the time Friday rolls around that I'll be good as new. And I only just got home yesterday, so I didn't have time to like set up a big like PowerPoint of all the pictures I did and stuff. I'm a soft boy. I think I'd consider myself pretty soft in general. What happens if you take Dayquil and NyQuil at the same time? Well, Buppy, that's kind of like dividing by 0, and it's very dangerous. You shouldn't do that. Life Quill. Hi, Easy McGeeks. Hello. Welcome in. I hope you're cozy. Hope I feel better. Yeah, it's just a little bit of a sore throat and stuffiness from the convention. I already feel better than I did yesterday. Garlic found the wine? I'm sorry, Spirit. But Kanan, I'm sure you're probably starving because you always get really hungry at the end of stream. So definitely don't be afraid to go grab some food. The convention claimed so many people? Pretty much. It made it you know, a bunch of little viruses kind of like that looked like bah! They went in there and they just like messed up their insides. They went all crazy on them. You'll get some eats. Thank you, sweetie. I'll be back later if you can. All right, Kanan. I hope you have a delicious meal. I hope you have something nice to drink. And if you make it back, then we shall be able to. My brain is very tired. I'm stupid. If you, I'll see you later, Kanan. I'll see you later. Bah. I'm sorry. I would have loved to sing you guys a song right now, but I'm trying to save my voice for at least one song at the end of stream today. I promise I'll do one, but that's it. Just one. Anywho. So, for all of you joining right now, this is a visual novel about a character on the left here, our main character, who we decided to name Dill, like dill pickle. He works at a diner, and he had a very strange conversation with a guy who didn't know how to drink coffee, who was very gloomy and strange. And then a blonde-haired femboy who sat at the counter, who was very pouty and kind of mean, but he was just there looking for like strange people that was he was hoping were like around the diner, and he asked us to call him if we met anyone strange that was kind of weird, because I guess he's looking for weird people. And then when we finished our shift, we noticed a conversation in the alley next to the diner. A shadowy figure that we couldn't see called this person Isaac, and they talked about some kind of strange deal. But then Isaac saw where we were hiding, and we're trying to play it cool right now. We're trying to play it cool. Oh, so you're just looking out for number one, Cute. I would too if I were you. The hint of slyness that crept into Isaac's tone sounded almost like, no, I must be misreading him. Why would a fancy businessman flirt with somebody like me? I've got customers and my boss to worry about too. That's why I have to keep an eye on shady types around the diner. I'm sure. Unconvinced, Isaac sauntered towards me, stopping only when he entered too close territory. Dill's too sexy? Well, he is the main character. I want to pull back, but I managed to swallow my nervousness and stay in place. He must be just some businessman, but there's something about him that's different and unnerving. Isaac bent down to peer into my face, close enough for me to see every detail of my reflection in his glasses. There was a sweet smell around him, some kind of cologne or shampoo, and it blocks out the stench from the dumpster in the alley nearby. Tell me, what's your name? I'm Isaac, as you've probably heard from the scary skinhead back there. I thought you read P? No, I said dumpster. Hi, Brandon. He drops his voice to a whisper, and his gaze sparkles at me expectantly. I'm Dill. Oh. Easy. Merci pour avoir activé les notifications de mon canal. Thanks for the follow. I'm glad you're cozy. Dill is like, oh no, he's hot. I mean, look at Dill's smile. He's wondering. He's wondering. I don't talk to many guys in suits, so sorry in advance if I trip over my tongue. No need to worry. I'm used to making people feel starstruck during first meetings. But listen, Dill, if you'd like a piece of advice, you should stay away from this place tomorrow night. I'm not saying you'll get hurt, but there might be some friendly conflicts going on. He seemed oddly thrilled by the prospects of these conflicts he was talking about, and light shined gleefully over his eyes. Of course, if you're looking for excitement, then I won't stop you from coming by. Who knows? You might even see a friend of yours there, or maybe customer is a better word. A shiver coursed down my spine as he teased this murmur. He's talking as if he knows something about me, but I've never seen Isaac before. What are you trying to say? Someone I know is going to be part of this conflict? Maybe. You can't say for sure unless you show up. Am I right? Assuming your self-preservation instincts aren't too strong, that is. I know he's trying to provoke me, but that doesn't stop anger from rising up in my chest, even though I know I'm trying really hard to stay calm. He probably thinks his money makes him some kind of king or something. What a classist. Alright. Would anyone from the raid like to suggest our next course of action? Usually I make these choices myself, but I'd like to say hi once again. Once again. Hi. Hi, Froggy Cats. I hope you had fun with Kanan today. Ow! Why am I getting zapped? Oh my god, I don't even know how to type. I'm so stupid. Don't oh my Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Hi, Hurt Bear. Target practice? Oh my god, I feel terrible. Look. That's the name. That's the name you want to look at. For anyone here that isn't a froggy cat already, there's an abandoned mall somewhere. I'd say east of the Mississippi that you might want to check out sometime. He's a lot of fun to hang out with. All right, we had a suggestion for target practice from Anubis. I'll stop by if there's a chance you'll get hit in the crossfire. That fancy suit isn't bulletproof, is it? Wow, I caught a feisty one. I'm flattered that you're so worried about me, Dill, though I'd be more concerned about yourself. Someone with a pretty face like the one you have can catch the attention of some bad types. Bad types? Like who? My pulse started to race as I questioned Isaac, who only throws me an evasive shrug. Some people who walk the streets this time of night aren't as friendly as I am, Dill. His eyes flicked away for a moment, and a sudden cold, dangerous edge entered his voice. There's lots of predators out there, stalkers, who just love to have a taste of someone like you. When his gaze returned to mine from the flick, a chill ran through my whole body. He reached to my face, tracing the back of his hand lightly along my cheek, all with a cruel smile draped over his lips. And if you're not careful, you might end up with a bite taken out of you, caught in the jaws of a hungry wolf. His whisper drops so low that his words are barely audible, and I have to lean in a little to catch them. You'd be safer if you stuck with me, your valiant Van Helsing, although my prices aren't cheap. Isaac's fingers traced along my neck, all the way to my lips, where he teased one digit around the corner of my mouth. I can't look away from his hypnotic golden eyes that swirl in a way that makes my mind feel like it's melting. That voice? My voice is a little tired, but I'm trying my best. It also helps that I'm really good at speaking quietly. My body refused to move. As Isaac pressed closer, I couldn't do anything but hold my breath, staring up at that beautiful gaze. You know, I think this guy might have us entranced. Like, we actually, can't move. Isaac! Isaac, what are you doing? A cry rang out through the air, and Isaac abruptly pulled away from me, throwing a glance over his shoulder. Hurry up! We need to get going! Isaac. What the hell happened seconds ago? I can barely remember what Isaac was telling me. Always with the bad timing. Oh well. I was about to get the suck. I mean, he did call himself Van Helsing. So maybe he's a hunter? But maybe he's a vampire. Who knows? Who knows? Exhaling a reluctant sigh, Isaac turned away, but paused to give me a parting Cheshire cat grin. Make sure you show up tomorrow. I'll make it worth your while. Don't worry. Huh? Wait. But by the time I recovered my senses, Isaac was already striding off towards the figure that was yelling at him in the distance. Just because he's a hunter doesn't mean he can't give you the suck. Uh-huh. Uh-huh, yep. That's right. That's a thing. The two of the figures disappeared around a corner before long and were swallowed up by the darkness. Really? Yes, really, Brandonza. It's called fellatio. I'm not sure if you've heard of it. You're a gamer after all, and there's not too many gamers that get to experience fellatio. My head hurts like hell. I don't know what Isaac did, but I've got some kind of awful migraine now. Maybe it's from his cologne. Christ, why do I keep meeting all these weirdos today? This is too much crap for one night. Did Troy slip some kind of acid into my burger earlier? Yeah, that must be the only explanation. Illegal drugs. Shaking my head, I shiver and start hurrying home, keeping an eye out for any of the bad types that Isaac mentioned. Luckily, I don't really see anyone on my way back home except for the occasional stray kitty cat or homeless guy on a bench. I don't think I've ever been so relieved to step into my cold apartment, which feels like some kind of holy sanctuary right now. No creeps or huffy brats, just the comfort of my creaky bed and the flickering light from my old television. Everything will be back to normal tomorrow, Dill said to himself out loud, alone, like a maniac. Yeah, today was just a fluke. Comforting himself with those words, he threw off all of his clothes except for his briefs and then flopped onto his bed with an exhausted groan. Normally, Dill wouldn't complain about running into a bunch of good-looking guys, but there was something off about all of them today. He couldn't quite put his finger on it, but there was a bad feeling welling up in the pit of his stomach. Like he'd accidentally peered into some kind of world he wasn't supposed to see. Well, it doesn't matter. Tomorrow will be the same old, same old. This must be a boy's love, right? Yes, from what I know of from what I know, this is a visual novel that leans in a certain direction. But it is a category on Twitch, so you won't see anything too crazy, okay? I promise. It's supposed to be safe for Twitch. And that direction is gay. Correct. Ding 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 ding. Ding-a-ling. Well, preview images. Preview images. What was that? I can't believe it's taking me this long. It's taken me this long just to get through the intro. Oh, I think there's Tattoo Face. There's Tattoo Face that the coffee guy was worried about earlier. Or are these the credits? I'm confused. No, they're not the credits. Sorry about that. Oh well. Team leather jacket tattoo face? Spirit, you barely know what he looks like. You only saw him for like 5 seconds. Your head blocked his name, so it just said Dom. Well, his name was Dominic. I don't know why. Okay, so he's a redhead like you. You're a redhead? I didn't know. I forgot about that, Spirit. I miss having red hair sometimes. I won't deny. I dyed my hair like a natural red for several years. I won't lie, it got me attention. Bah! Hello, Nito. Hello. Hi. Welcome back. The blue still looks good. Oh, like this? This is like the normal color. I think I'll go back to this. I'm appropriating you? Exactly. There's not enough redheads in the world, Spirit. We need to spread the joy. We need to spread the joy. So, Dill was like upset about the sun and eventually forced himself out of bed and stumbled into the kitchen to get some coffee. While Sonics, hi Sonics, what the hell? Hi, hello. Sonics _ no more heroes. Let's go. Hi Sonics, hello. Orleans, that didn't scare me considering you just got back from watching The Thing. Well, look, maybe it'll scare Sonics. This VN will never end due to all the raids. Look, I don't know what to tell you. People know that, like, I think what it is, Spirit, is like people know that, like, I'm very welcoming and chill and nice, and like that's the kind of person that most people feel safe sharing their community with, because I am not a threatening person and I don't want to be. My balls are showing again? What do you mean? You can't even see them. I'm wearing pants. Lanes will give you soup. Yeah, I would like give you some soup and a nice cup of Irish tea with oat milk and honey. I would sit you down and read a story. Or maybe just hang out and play some games. Did I just say no more hero? Yeah. That didn't get you? Well, I'm sorry. So, for those of you that don't know, I've been like adding and changing this like silly Halloween toggle all month. It's gotten a little bit sillier every time, every stream. Hi, welcome. But yeah, Sonics has no more heroes in his username because he really likes it a lot. You guys should go check out Sonics. He is a lot more of a gamer than I am. He really likes console games. And obviously Sonic the Hedgehog. But how was Game Sonics? How was your stream? I don't know what you were playing today. Oh, and also thank you, Rizditsky. Hi, Decaf. Hello. Sorry, I see you there lurking. Have a nice lurk. Oh no, did I ask Sonics about his game too late? Is he already gone? Sonics! Sonics! I can't yell, Sonics. My voice hurts today. I can't yell at you. Hi, Rizdizki. Ow. How was the game, Sonics? What did you do today? I forgot to ask you. I'm sorry, I can't yell to get your attention today because my voice hurts. Which reminds me, I have a cough drop here. You were playing Starbound with Decaf and Anka? So it's just chill vibing? Yeah, Starbound's really chill. I don't think I could play it myself, but it's definitely like a really relaxing thing to play with friends. I'm glad you guys had a chill time. And thanks for sending your peeps over here. We're just reading this gay visual novel that seems to possibly involve vampires. And my voice hurts because of the convention, so I'm speaking very softly and quietly today. I'm being very chill. You also found a snow planet you'll make your home because you're a snow boy? ASMR leans? No, ASMR leans would be like how would I even do ASMR? Am I even good at that? ASMR leans. ASMR leans would be like this. Oh, Adler assemble. Merci pour avoir activé les notifications de mon canal. I am glad that you're cozy. Thanks for the follow. Wait, this isn't ASMR? No, not really. I don't really have the right equipment to do ASMR, but I do have. I won't deny. Many people have said that I have a very soothing voice as long as I'm not being a brat or I'm upset with Valorant. This is pretty much it. Well, maybe in another time. Until then, thanks again for the follow, Adler. And let's get back to the visual novel. Let's get back. Upset at Valorant's lean is the best lean? Yo, I love lean. I love lean. Work doesn't start for a while yet for Dill, so he can do a little freelancing today. He's only working at the diner to save up money on the side. His real passion is Sonic's head pat redeem? Oh, I'm sorry. One moment. It seems Krzdizki would like to give me head pats, which some of you of Krzdizki and Sonic's and Kanan's streams might have never seen before, because I
didn't choose cat allergies. Your hair will
have to wait for this YouTube video ad because YouTube sucks. I should really just record this sound so I can have it myself.
for all that is you.
Head pats. Head pats. Head pats. Where are the head pats? Oh, the head pats? Well, they start like this. And the comforting energy of the head pats that Krzdizki has given me are in this heart that I just pulled out from the void. And I will accept their comforting energy now. Thank you for the head pats, Krzdizki. I feel very comforted by them. Thank you. So, Sonics. Yay, head pats. Yes. Everybody loves my head pats. They're very silly. Sonics, as the designated last raider, if you're still there, would you kindly choose our main character's passion? He's not always working at the diner. He has a true passion that is art. Thank you, Sonics. thanks. Merci beaucoup. Ever since Dill was a little kid, there was always a bunch of fantastical creatures and places he wanted to draw. He's gotten good enough to make some money from commissions now and then, but there's so many great artists out there who are better than him, especially living in San Francisco. He's doing his best to improve, hoping that eventually people will say, I recognize that artist, rather than, what weird anatomy. Dill the furry artist? Hey, if he wants to make money, he knows where to go, okay? Anyway, Dill has some time to spare, so he plops down in his office chair with his coffee mug. But the moment he stares at his computer screen, he remembers what happened last night. Back on that dark street, he remembers what Isaac told him. Isaac was acting like he knew something about Dill, or someone he knew, even though it should be impossible. There was something unnerving about what he said afterwards, but Dill couldn't really remember. It's all fuzzy. He's starting to think that there's some kind of random drug deal happening down at the diner tonight. A smart man would keep his distance, but if Dill doesn't figure out what Isaac meant, it's gonna drive him crazy. That sleazeball in his suit is up to something, that's for sure. He put his head down on his desk and rubbed his eyes with his hand. There's no helping it. He's gonna have to see for himself what's happening tonight at the diner. Distracted by his thoughts, he spent the rest of his time until his shift half-heartedly working on a new art project. After what felt like forever, it finally started getting dark, and he headed out to start his shift. But during his walk to work, he couldn't help feeling a lot more nervous than normal. His boss left this morning on a business trip, so he was the only one working tonight. And if anything happens, he'll have to deal with it all on his own. Great. The diner seemed unusually quiet, even for the graveyard shift. Only a couple people ended up stumbling in over the course of a few hours. Midnight ticked over into the early morning. Dill grew more and more tense until finally he couldn't take it anymore. Time to close up early. Sorry, boss. Grabbing his keys, Dill flicked off all the lights and left the diner, locking everything up behind him. Then, he made his way to the nearby alley where Isaac had come from last night. But it was empty. No gangsters, no men in suits. Just a deserted hangout for a bunch of rats and abandoned garbage cans. Maybe he'd missed the meeting. But he should have heard gunfire if there was any. I guess they might not be here yet, but if Dill really doesn't want to wait around in this creepy place for very long, especially not alone, I should probably head home. That's the sensible thing to do, yeah? But after a few more seconds, he turned back to the entrance of the alley. Not sure why he was feeling disappointed. Gotcha! Whoa! Out of nowhere, somebody grabbed Dill by the shoulders. A second later, his back slammed against the wall, and a pair of strong arms pinned him against it. Hey. You're not one of those dumbass Say-Red guys. You're a human. Two wide, puzzled eyes scanned over Dill's face like some kind of mutant. A human? Of course I'm human. What else could I be? I don't understand. Breaking off halfway, Dill stared at the attacker. This red-haired guy has a tattoo on his face and is wearing a leather jacket. Could this be the guy that the other man was talking about last night? Whoa. Why are you getting all mad, man? You're just not the guy I was looking for. He flashed Dill a wide, taunting grin. Dill's eyes were drawn to the shape of his canines, which looked just like an animal's. Long, sharp, and bone white. You know, you smell pretty nice. Kinda special, actually. Really sweet. He leaned in a bit, leering at Dill with the sharp fangs. Gay Twilight's getting pretty good? Well, you are on team hashtag leather jacket tattoo face, right? You're just waiting for a kissing scene? I'm sure we'll get there, Those teeth have to be some kind of body mod, right? I'm pretty hungry, too. Haven't eaten all night, and you're looking much better every second. Shit. If Dill doesn't do something soon, this creep really is gonna take a bite out of him. Alright. Look how friendly he looks. You can trust him. Spirit, I don't know what it is about this guy, but yeah, I don't think I trust him. What sharp teeth you have, leather jacket guy. Oh, the better to intimidate you with, my dear. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we get aggressive, or should we try to talk? So judgmental just because he's ginger? No, I'd say it's the combination of like douchey tattoos and a leather jacket with fur. Leather jackets are cool, but I feel like when you put fur on them, you kind of look like a jerk. The tattoos are also very douchey. Solve it with violence? Alright, Divine. It's time to get physical. Get off, you... Dill threw every ounce of strength into pushing the guy away, but he didn't seem the least bit impressed. Instead, he just pressed Dill harder against the wall, twisting his lips into a mockingly hurt expression. Hey, don't be like that, baby. I just want to play with you. Let me have a little taste. Come on. He cooed at Dill, starting to lean in closer again, and his sense of dread gripped Dill like a vice. Dill shut his eyes tightly, holding his breath. This is it. I'm gonna get torn apart by some psycho in an alleyway. His ragged breathing grew steadily louder, and he could feel each exhale brushing against his throat. All of a sudden, the pressure pinning him to the wall vanished. Huh? When Dill opened his eyes, the man was gone. Wait, he's still here. But now... You... With a loud grunt, A familiar man in a dark jacket swung his fist to the attacker. Fucking Dominic. I knew you were out here. The redhead let out a gleeful laugh as he dodged the punch, moving at incredible speed. A second later, he aimed a lightning-fast blow of his own towards the other man, seemingly named Dominic. You're super exhausted, so you're gonna head to bed? Good luck with the case. Thanks, Sonics. I'm glad that you got to hang out for a bit. It's always nice to see you. I hope you sleep well, homie. I'll see you later. Nah. Sleep. Tam sleep. Oh shit. They be fighting. They be fighting. They be fighting. With an unchanging expression, Dominic smoothly sidestepped the redhead's attack. The next moment, his hand shot out and swiped the opponent's face. Gah! Dill heard the sound of something sharp cutting flesh, and a moment later, blood started to drip from the redhead's cheek. I am really bad at laughing. Dominic, you're really mad. Wow. Rather than counterattacking, though, the red-headed tattooed man paused, wiping the blood off on his sleeve. But before his very eyes, the claw-like gashes on his skin started to repair themselves until they disappeared completely, making him look completely uninjured. Was Dill going crazy? There's no way a human could do something like that. No. This has to be some kind of really cheesy, really cheesy dream. Don't tell me you're worked up because of this guy, Dominic. Seriously, you want to drain him that bad? Enough. Don't bring him into this. Dominic's eyes narrowed into slits as he stared at the man in the leather jacket, who was laughing as if he'd just read the best joke on earth. Bah! Hello, Ev. Hi, Ev. How's it going? Hello. Good to see you. You're sleepy? Well, hi, Sleepy. I am reading a visual novel about gay vampires. Who do I think is hotter? The one with the red hair or the silver? If the redhead didn't have those douchey tattoos, I would say the redhead. The guy on the left is a bit too buff for me. I'm not really into buff guys. So Dominic was saying, don't bring him into this. Meaning us, the main character. And now the guy who we don't know whose name is says, wow, in that case, I'm gonna get his hands on him first. Because I want to see you get way madder, Dominic. Rather abruptly, the tattooed guy froze and his grin faded into a frigid, bloodthirsty expression. I will forgive this slight for your valid criticism. Thank you. I want to see you suffer. Until you stop thinking of us as a fucking joke. Just like that, he charged Dominic again, recklessly swinging frantic punches. But this time, he seemed to be moving even faster than before, and his strikes were full of rage. Grah. The assault is so powerful that Dominic retreats a little bit, losing a few feet of ground to the other man, clearly fueled by a fury. They dodge and swipe at each other so quickly that Dill's eyes can hardly follow his movements. Their speed is completely inhuman, and the more Dill watches them, the more his blood runs cold. Is it possible that they're really not human? Dragon Ball Z fights? Yeah, like where the arms just kind of go like that shit was so funny growing up. When Dill's mind flashed back to the fangs on the redhead, his stomach tightened and a shiver racked his whole body. Come here, Dom. I'm not gonna let you run away this time. With a menacing howl, the tattooed man leapt up, wah, pushing himself off the wall and launching himself towards Dominic. This, he doesn't manage to dodge in time, and their bodies collided, tumbling onto the ground. When everyone's not a Saiyan, yeah, it's... Didn't God, what was the name of that one YouTuber had a really good couple videos about that. I forgot his name. Dill's worried about them tearing each other apart, and that if he tries to do something, they might turn on him. But can Dill really just stand there doing nothing? Oh wow. Okay. What do you guys think? Should we just watch them fight and see what happens? Or should we get involved and probably die or some shit? Save's coming. Is Dill a voyeur or a fighter? I mean, the way Dill acts, I feel like he'd probably just watch, but like, we get to control him, so. I'm not, what do you think? I'll say try to stop them. Well, that seems to be the first course of action. Dill feels like he has to say something. Monsters or not, he doesn't want to see someone get ripped apart in front of himself. Dominic, stop. Just throw him off and run. Ah. Dominic seemed to hear my words, but he keeps struggling with the redhead, who's clawing at him with everything he's got. Biting his lip, Wait, so we still just end up watching anyways? This is silly. Biting his lip, Dill just watched them tussle frantically, their grunts filling the air until... Whoa, what's going on here? Gentlemen, can you put things on hold for a moment? Oh? Who is it? Who's it gonna be? Oh, it's Isaac. Isaac is back. Isaac? After frowning at Dominic, and the tattooed man, Isaac turned towards Dill, his eyebrows shooting upwards. Oh, you came after all, Dill. Sorry you had to see these two at their worst, but I did promise Dominic would be here, didn't I? So that's who Isaac was referring to. How the hell did he know that I met Dominic? Wasn't it just a few hours before I saw Isaac? He never came into the diner. Someone must have told him. Fuck off, Isaac. You're not gonna stop me from tearing this shithead a new... Before the redhead could finish, Dominic threw him off with a grunt. and his body slammed against the ground a few feet away. Really, Rex, you need to learn when to hold back. You're going to embarrass even your Helgen brothers. Ugh. As if Isaac had flipped a switch, Rex seemed to lose all of his bloodlust. Instead, he groaned, rolled his eyes, looking like a kid whose favorite toy had just been taken away. Whatever, stupid old man. The tension in the air gradually faded, and it was replaced by an awkward pause and the four of us exchanging glances. Rex is a pretty weak name. They did your ginger boy dirty. I'm sorry, Spirit. I would change his name if I could, but I can't. Blah, 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 blah. My soup is all cold now. Wow. Wow. Hi, Neko. Hello. Soup. Yes. Sorry. I'm eating a little bit of my pozole. Sick cattle? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Neko, have you ever made pozole? It's spelled like this. Pozole. That's what I'm eating today. Could I describe it? It's a very savory soup with usually chicken or pork and some hominy. I feel like I'm not doing the description justice. You'd have to look it up. But after the tense moment faded, Dill takes a deep breath and turns to Isaac. Sorry to ruin the moment, but some kind of explanation for all of this would be great, Isaac. All of them stare at Dill, and now Dill understands how a rabbit must feel in a den of wolves. Oh, that's the new dish we're putting on our menu at work? Or at least a Middle Eastern adaptation? Oh, so it's probably very similar, but it just uses different seasonings maybe. That sounds interesting. I like seasonings. I hope you're doing well, Neko. I hope you didn't get too sick. But I'm guessing by you typing here, it means that you're safe at home. Right? Oh. Nom nom nom. Sorry guys, the soup is so good. Are we all America? It's like 6 a.m. here. Well, Ev is from Canada. And I'm not sure where everyone else is from that isn't in the US. But yeah, I live in California, Brandon. Sorry to keep you up so late. Thanks for hanging out. It uses different seasonings, and we put a roasted eggplant kofta mix in there. I don't want to eat it anymore. Take the eggplant out of there, and I'll have some. I hate eggplant. But I hope your customers like it. I would never order it. You're in the UK? I've been there. I've been to the UK. It was really nice. But I'll talk more about that another time. Isaac, you know these guys aren't normal, right? Posing the question shakily, Isaac threw a glance to Dominic. And for a split second, it looked like Dominic winced, his eyes narrowing. But a cold, unreadable look soon washed over his features again. Yes, still. I think it's obvious by now that they're not normal. You see, behind the spit-shine gloss of our beloved San Francisco is a much darker underbelly. Roasted eggplant is good when it has better flavors around it. Pine nuts and a preserved lemon, very texture. I do like pine nuts. I've had pine nuts in several dishes, and lemon, but nothing you could do would make me enjoy eggplant. It's nasty. I've tried eating eggplant like several different ways, and I can't. It's so bad. It was that last heckin' hug. It gave a gallop on the plus side's place to stay, but really sick. Oh, I'm sorry you're sick, man. It looks like. Do you have like a sore throat? Are you feeling kind of like lightheaded today? Thankfully, it's gotten better since yesterday. But yeah, like I just have a sore throat and I kind of feel lightheaded. Hi, Divine. Anywho, sore throat, lightheaded, very hot. Ooh, I don't know, but I didn't feel very hot yesterday. I'd say just to be safe, you should probably go get that tested, homie. Because if you're feeling like kind of fever symptoms, you should probably check if it's the Rona. It's better to be safe than sorry on that one. Lightheaded, feeling warm. I'm afraid it's cock fever. Oh, all right, Wings. Projecting much? Already tested? Eggplant's amazing if you cook it properly. I've had it cooked like the French way. I've had eggplant cooked like the American way. I've had eggplant cooked the Brazilian way. It tasted like garbage. Eggplant pizza? No. It's terrible. I love vegetables on pizza, but you keep that fucking eggplant away from my za, dude. Meanwhile, these two vampires are fighting. And Isaac is telling us, introducing us, if you will, to the dark underbelly of San Francisco. One belly that people usually go their whole lives without glimpsing. Such a Cali girl? I am a boy, thank you. Isaac straightened his tie with one hand. An impassive smile flickered across his face. But once you get a taste of that darkness still, there's no going back. Bah! Hi, Claude. Hello. Welcome back. Don't you worry, next year I'm letting my Middle Eastern specialty show. I'll make you baba ganoush, and you'll love it. It's like a creamy, smoky dip for pita bread and veggies. But does Baba Ganoush have eggplant in it? Does it have eggplant in it? I got you. Ah! I should probably put this in the right place. I don't know why it's like stuck that way. Here we go. Alright, let's see if this works. Okay, now it's fixed. I fixed it. Oh. Okay. I'm just gonna stay like this for a while, to be honest. I think it's fun. Baba Ganoush is eggplant, but it tastes like yogurt. I mean, I guess if you do enough to hide the eggplant flavor, I might be able to stomach it. But like, I'm not even. It's not. I'm not trying to like sound irrational or anything. It's like the second my mouth detects the eggplant, I just want to spit it out. Is that like a ghost form? Yeah, Brandon. I decided for October that I would like. I decided to make this fun little toggle. See, I'm kind of see-through. I'm like a ghosty. And every stream so far this month, I've added and changed things. It used to look a lot more simple. Let me see if I can show you. See, like the ghost outfit originally looked like this. Yeah, it looked like this originally, and you can see how it's changed a lot since then. Hi, Anubis. Don't you worry, girlfriend. Ooh, I'll take care of your palate. Don't worry. I'm not worried. I'm not worried, Neko. Also, I'm not like a massive baby. Like, if somebody puts food in front of me, I'm not gonna like throw it away. I'm polite enough to get through anything. So Isaac was telling us about the dark underbelly that we can't get away from now that we know about it. For instance, if a hypothetical cute little diner boy decided he wanted to tell the police a funny story, a tall, scary man in a dark jacket would want to make sure he never says anything ever again. As Isaac casually threatened Dill, Dill glanced back at Dominic in disbelief. Dominic's lips were pulled into a grimace as he met Dill's gaze, and Dill thought he saw a little bit of guiltiness behind it. Does that mean he'd really kill me? Just to stop me from telling anyone about what I saw tonight? Of course, that's all hypothetical, Dill. Humans like us can work with our vampiric companions just fine, assuming no one gets loose lips. Wait, then you're not a vampire? My question makes Isaac pause for a second, but he quickly laughs and shakes his head. Not really, no. Not like Rex and Dominic here, anyway. Don't lump me in with that piece of shit, Isaac. Rex protested loudly from where he leaned against a wall, glaring at all of us. Of course. I'm so sorry, Rex. Now back to the subject at hand, Dill. pair of footsteps echoed down the alley towards us, and moments later, a short blonde rushed up behind Isaac, panting a little. Phew. Isaac, I'm sorry I'm late. Oh. Luca broke off and stared at me with big eyes, and I stared back astonished. Luca? Hang on a second. Were you the one who told Isaac that I met Dominic? As bizarre as it was, everything was coming together. This little brat was trying to get me to tell him about shady types. In other words, find people who might be vampires for him. Luca's surprised, but then flustered reaction confirmed our suspicions, and he averted his gaze sheepishly. I'm glad you're all cozy. Thank you for posting the little cozy Orleanses. Yeah, so it was pretty clear you were trying to protect him. At that, Luca's eyes flickered towards Dominic, taking on a certain sharpness. He then glanced over at Rex with the same hateful gaze. Luca clearly knew both of them already. Alright, let's not get too excited. It seems like there's some miscommunication going on here. You see. I'll split your fucking skull open. During Isaac's second attempt to explain the situation, an entirely different noise split through the air. Oh yeah? I'd like to see you try. Ah. I'm really bad at laughing. I can't do fake laughing. But thank you, Claude. I'm sure you can tell my throat's a little scratchy today, but I'm doing my best. That one was cute. I try. I can't do fake laughter. Yeah. I think if you really want to hear me laugh like a lot, I think you'd have to go back to like a few streams ago when somebody mentioned peach Red Bulls to me. I laughed a lot. Like that was a genuine laugh. That was a very, very genuine laugh. So, we heard some people yelling in the not so distant distance from a neighboring alleyway. Bug? What is it, Anubis? What did I do? There's not just two voices actually down that alley. It looks like there's a lot of people. This is getting to be downright comical. Of course they decide to go at it tonight. Animals, really. Despite the scornful nature of his words, Isaac seemed to brighten up all of a sudden. I'm just being cute is all? Thanks. Damn it. Why are the clans fighting now? Of all times. Is every vampire in San Francisco out here tonight? Lucas sounded irritated, even though Isaac somehow seemed pleased. Some kind of vampire gang war was going on. The second I opened my mouth to ask a question, though, Isaac started running. Directly towards the gang violence. Wait, Isaac, where are you going? Should have called it a fang war. A fang war, yes. One fang, two fang. Into your neck. San Francisco lore? This did not happen. Lucas started jogging after Isaac when he ran away. Dominic is here brooding, I guess. He turned in the opposite direction of the action, clearly uninterested. His long strides took him to the end of the alley quickly, making it clear that he didn't want to stick around. Oh man, my spoon fell into my soup. Ah! I hate that. Time to eat with your hands? No, I have a tissue. I'll just clean the spoon with the tissue. Soup boy? Yeah, I'm a soup boy. What about it? What you gonna do? Don't say it. Don't say it, Orleans. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. So Dominic. Does my mom know I'm a soup boy? Of course. Do you know how many homemade soups my mom made for me? So as Dominic's walking away, Rex makes a beeline straight for Dill. It's just you and me now, baby. Don't be shy. Oh boy. This night just went from bad to awful in about 15 minutes. But if I want to figure out what the hell's going on with these guys, I better choose what I want to do right now. Alright. Time for Dill to get sucked? That doesn't seem to be an option. What do you think, Wings? What do you think, Wings? Should we chase after disinterested Dominic? Should we follow the lovely Luca? Should we catch up with enigmatic Isaac? Or should we run away from the rambunctious Rex? Follow Luca? Okie dokie. Well, Luca might be a brat, but at least he seems kind of normal. If I hurry, I can catch up to him and ask if he knows about this crazy vampire stuff. Nice meeting you. Have a nice night now. Throwing back a nervous grin at Rex, I turn and bolt in Luca's direction as fast as I can. Luckily, the kid's only lazily jogging along, so I reach his side in a few moments. You? What are you following me for? Luca throws Dill a suspicious glare when he starts running by his side. Well, believe it or not, I'm having a pretty hard time dealing with the fact that vampires are real. I was hoping you could shed some light on things for me, since you're human and you seem fairly sane. Luca slowed his pace, his eyes flickering hesitantly away from us. I thought he was chasing after Isaac, but the other guy's long gone. Why do you want to know about vampires? To protect myself, obviously. After what happened back there, it's pretty clear how dangerous they are. My honesty surprised Luca. I don't know why he'd be surprised. Isn't that a pretty normal reaction to learning that fantasy monsters are real? Slowly, Luca stopped and turned around. Reluctantly, he twisted his face into a frown and said, "Fine, Dill. Let's go back to the diner." Back to the diner? When I repeat Luca's words, he sighed impatiently. That's what I said, wasn't it? I really want a soda right now. And I guess I'll tell you about the vampires since you seem like the type of guy who won't give up. Papa Orleans. Don't call me Papa, please. Just Orleans is fine. Daddy would be worse. Ev, what would you rather me call you? You can call me Orleans. You can call me Orleans. You can call me Orléans. You can call me Ghoul. Some people just call me Ghoul. Some people just call me Lean. Sorry. Lean. Don't call me that either. What the hell? Spirit. Spirit. I'm a guy. Wait, I didn't even know this game could go full screen. What the fuck? Yeah, please. Thank you. Lean Cuisine? If you want to call me Lean Cuisine, it's kind of weird, but go ahead. What did Spirit say? What? A guy can't have mommy energy. Yeah. No, I get what you mean. Like, anyone can have the kind of energy that comforting, like, providing parental figure can give. But I am not your mom. I am not your family member. You were just playing with the name? Yeah, you're actually the first one to say that, Anubis. Nobody's called me Lean Cuisine before. Whatever you say, Bae. Bae is fine. So, Bae here wants a soda, and Dill is annoyed because it means opening up the register again, I guess. A soda is the price for your information, huh? Could be worse. Let's go then. Picking her way through the alleys and getting back to the main road, Dill relied on his inner compass to get back to the diner. The streets of San Francisco are messy as fuck, but you get used to them after a while. You, sure Isaac's gonna be alright? Luca shrugged. Isaac can take care of himself. He does stupid shit all the time and never gets hurt. He's been dealing with vampires for ages, too. Isaac's not afraid of them. Luca seemed upset about this. Was he jealous or angry? Dill couldn't tell. Luca's so dreamy? Well, it seems that you and Wings share the same kind of tastes. Well, I'm glad that you feel very comfy, Brandon. But yeah, don't you can say that you're comfy and that I'm nice and stuff. Just don't call me mom. Nighty night. Bonsoir, Eve. Bonsoir. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful evening. And if you have any cool dreams, don't forget to let me know. Good night. Oh, right. Brandon, you're also going to bed. You'll be back for sure. You love watching me. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy my vibe. I do other things. I don't only play visual novels. But yeah, I'm a little sore and tired today. So I wanted to do something easy. I'm hoping in November. I'll do some Resident Evil 3. You found the button to push for me? Good luck. The classic one? No, it's the remake. I only have access to the remakes on Steam. Sorry. We already played 1 and 2. And I've never played them before. So 3 is gonna be a whole new thing for me. I almost said Dio. Yes. Dill and Luca enter the diner. And they turn on the lights and get everything ready. Luca beelines to the bar and hops onto a stool, resting his head on the counter, making himself at home. What kind of sugary carbonated beverage tickles your fancy today, Luca? Can you cut it out already? Just bring me a regular Coke. Snickering at Luca's sour response, Dill filled up a glass with the fizzy liquid known as Coke and slid it in front of him. Bye, Brandon. Bonsoir. Luca grabs a straw from a nearby container and slurps down half of the Coca-Cola in just a few seconds. Known as Coke. Hi, Auntie. Fizzy cocaine? Exactly. The one of the image redeems it is. Uh-oh, Riku's finding an image. Watch out, everybody. Damn. You were really thirsty, weren't you, Luca? Or do you just really like sweet soda that much? I do, yeah. Do you got a problem with it? I live with Isaac, and he won't let me buy sugary stuff because it's bad for me. That guy thinks he's like my dad or something. Well, he's not wrong. You don't get to keep that fast metabolism forever. Yeah, so I might as well eat all the sweet and fatty stuff I want right now. Makes sense, doesn't it? Luca's frown melted away, and he started giggling. He's kind of cute when he's not making angry faces. So the vampires, can you explain more about them to me? I'm still sort of in shock. I could barely believe my eyes back there. Now Luca's serious. Long story short, they're straight out of a horror movie, basically. Can't walk in sunlight, need to drink blood, live forever. Most of them hide in big cities, where they don't stand out that much. But they're everywhere. We just don't notice them. Luca paused, biting the end of his straw thoughtfully, narrowing his eyes a little. Here in San Fran, there's two big clans, the Helgen and the Seirai. They hate each other's guts, even though they're part of the same coven. Coven? Do you mean larger group? Yeah, all of the city's vampires are ruled by a guy named Bishop. He's really old and powerful, or so they say. Luca wrinkled his nose in distaste, obviously not too fond of whoever this Bishop was. Come to think of it, Luca didn't seem to like vampires at all. How do you know so much about these guys? Are you and Isaac working with them or something? Ha! Isaac's just trying to make a profit. He sells them information and weapons, which both clans use to kill each other. I help him out, yeah, but not for the money. Luca's voice trailed off into a low mumble. He swirls around the ice in his empty glass with a sigh. It doesn't take a genius to tell that this subject doesn't sit too well with Luca. Maybe we shouldn't pry too much. Ugh. I feel like this is the best option to, like, lighten the mood for Luca. Luca, do you want a refill? You're getting pretty low there. Luca blinks up at us, offering him a wink. No, wait. I'm so bad. I feel like I need to practice that. Be like, that was better. That was better. Nah, I suck. I suck at winking. I can't wink like a cool person. Alright. We go grab him another drink. He asks us if we need money. Of course not, Luca. It's on the house. Although, a sudden evil urge comes over Dill, and he smirks at Luca while placing the glass back in front of him. I can take a different form of payment if you'd like. I wish Leans could wink. Look, I just need to practice. Just to be like, wait, I need to focus. So I just need to be like, you know? Nah, I messed it up. Nah, why isn't it working? I know I can wink, but the model is very peculiar about winking. See, like, I'm not even closing my eyes right now, but it's kind of messing up. Bill's just like me. You suffer from constant evil urges? You don't say. I'll try to practice. It's such a silly skill to practice, but I feel like it really, it's always cheeky. It's always cheeky if you can give somebody a good wink, you know? So we might have just flustered Luca with that suggestion. Dill leans over the counter towards Luca with a sly grin, and Luca's face immediately turns bright red. P- Pervert. I'm not gonna drink that. It's hard not to laugh at how comically flustered he gets. Snickering to himself, Dill shakes his head, figuring he should probably get back to the main subject. Hi, Anubis. After all, if we tease Luca too much, he might just turn tail and run away. Well, listen, Luca. Is there anything else I need to know to stay safe from vampires? Should I stock up on garlic? Maybe buy one of those tacky cross necklaces? Don't be an idiot, Dill. That stuff only works in movies. I'd say get a gun, but you don't look like you can handle one. So what's my alternative, Luca? Relying on you, my knight in shining armor, to protect me? Luca huffs quietly, but actually looks a little hurt. So you're saying I'm screwed then? No way to defend myself? Well... Luca hesitates. Thinking... Since Isaac's the one who got you involved in this mess, I do kind of feel sorry for you. If you want, we can make a deal. A deal? Yes. Remember when I asked you to keep an eye out for vampires who come here? You keep doing that, and tell me about the ones you see. And in exchange, I'll stick around on your way home at night. Most of the coven knows me as Isaac's assistant, so they won't bother me. Am I hearing things right? Is he actually offering to try to protect me? If you don't want to, then you don't have to, Dill. I don't care. It's your life, not mine. It doesn't matter to me. Deal. My confident reply makes Luca's eyes go wide. Was he expecting me to say no? Well, it's a win-win for me, isn't it, Luca? I just do my normal routine at the diner, and then I get to be escorted home by my shining knight. I have a name, you know, Dill. Start using it. Grumbling quietly, Luca jumps off the bar stool and steps back from the counter. His voice is sulking as usual, but oddly enough, he does seem happy. Fine then, Luca. You'd better show up here tomorrow night. Do I look like the type of guy to break a promise still? Yes. Wow, screw you, Dill, you piece of shit. Luca turns on his head and heels. Turns his head and his heels for the door, shaking his head. I watch him leave, a grin spreading on my lips before I even realize it. Damn, a snorter? Yeah. Luca snorted at our joke. I really shouldn't be smiling, though, considering the dangerous world I've been yanked into, said the anime protagonist. But when Luca gets all huffy and tries to act like an aloof cat, it's hard for me to keep a straight face. Closing up the stream for the first time tonight, and not the diner. Hi. I am Wah, wah, wah. Wait, did Riku ever do an image redeem? I don't think so. Sorry to cut things off a little early today, y'all. As you very well know, I have a reason for stream ending a bit early today. But hopefully I feel better by Friday. And then on Friday, I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I have quite a few things I could do. But then we probably continue this funny little story on Sunday. Actually, wait. No. On Sunday, I'm out of town on Sunday. So this weekend is special. You guys are going to see me on Friday and Saturday. This week. Because I'm out of town on Sunday. Pog? I know, 2 days in a row is pretty weird for me. 2 days in a row is pretty weird. Let me see who I want to raid first. What is it? This is your first time catching one of the streams? You really like the comfy vibe? I'm glad, Welkin. I'm glad. I know me being a little sick probably helped me be a little bit more cozy than usual, but yeah, I promise I'm pretty much usually this cozy most of the time. Let me see who I want to raid today. How do you guys feel about a scary game? If you don't want a scary game, I'd say your other option is like a very strange RPG. Do you guys want a scary game or a very strange RPG kind of thing? What do you guys think? RPG, you're a bit of a scaredy cat? Okie dokie. I mean, unless like the game itself is Soma. Soma is the scary game. So the last scary game I played wasn't that scary but had us acting up. Yeah, that's true. I've heard that Soma is like supposed to be scary. How do you guys feel about Soma? Because I don't want to say who it is, because then I'd feel bad if they don't get chosen.
How to sound more confident in your...
Whoa. Haha. Yeah, sorry. The YouTube ads were like freaking out on me. Sorry, I dropped something. I have to pick it up. Ugh. Well, since Welkin seems to be a bit of a scaredy cat, I suppose we should raid the other person who I'm actually surprised. No, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. They must be having a good time if they're still alive. They usually would have ended by now if they weren't having a good time. Alright. Let me sing this little old song. I promised you guys one song. You've probably, most of you have heard it before. I wish I could sing more today, but my voice is very tired. It hurts. Thankfully, I don't feel lightheaded anymore, so that's a good sign. That's a good sign. All right. Someday we'll have our last conversation and drink our last cup of coffee. Someday we might be 80 and think about the different things we used to say. All the memories of you will just become the ghost of a smile caught in the wind. Someday it'll be the last day. I won't forget how it feels to be loved, to be remembered by someone as special as you. Someday I will drink the last cup of coffee with a smile. All right. I'll see you guys on Friday. Je vous revoyerai vendredi. Bonsoir. Good night. Say hi to Aura for me.